All right, so I'm making this video. There's plenty of videos out here to show you how to install a whole house water filter. But just in case you run into what I ran into, which was no store in the area, I guess maybe because what's going on with the war in Russia or what's going on with trying to get parts from different countries. I had to piece, and dealing with plumbing, it's like doing the puzzle. So I had to piece together this whole house water filter is by GE. I think it's pumping 4 gallons per minute. I'm gonna put in, it's like a carbon filter. It runs about $25, $26 at Home Depot and at Tractor Supply. This unit right here might have cost me $40, $46, $47 after tax. But I'm here to try to show you how to install this. I'm not gonna put the, what do you call those, gauges on both sides. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put, I'm gonna keep this, and this is crimped. What I did, I cut it above. I'm gonna keep this on-off switch. I have another Shark Bite on-off switch connected to this side. So what I'm gonna do first, yes, you already see, I'm gonna put this on the wall, and this is what the unit is going to attach to. So I'm gonna run those through. What's coming from the wall, and I'm putting the whole house water filter in between the water coming into the house and the hot water heater. It's electric. So what you do at first, you cut the main water off. You cut a line on in the house. Let it run until it starts dripping, and then you can cut it off here. Or however you want to do, you cut this off and then let it drip out. But coming into the house is 3/4 PEX. So you want to make sure your Shark Bites that you get, and I didn't want to solder, so I got Shark Bites, and then the attach here. But this is why I was having problems, and you may have the same problem. The inlet lines of the intake valve lines coming into and leaving, I should say, were on this needed to be 1 inch. But I couldn't find any couple, or couldn't find any copper or any Shark Bite couplings that went from in adapters that went from 1 inch to 3/4. So I had to use PVC. This is a coupling on this side, and then this right here is a what do you call it? A 1 inch coupling, and so I had to find an off switch, not off switch, yeah, on off switch that goes from 1 inch to 3/4 on that side. Like I say, no place in the area. I guess not whole house water filter, but trying to work on plumbing is getting kind of hard right now. So what I'm gonna do is put this up here. I'm gonna drill through. I use my cutter that you use for PEX and other pipes. So I cut it off right above the cutoff. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach, and I kind of did like a dry run. I'm gonna attach a 90 going here. So none of this is really pushed all the way in. So I'm gonna have a 90 going here. A little PVC, actually, what was this one? And when you're making cuts, you want to make sure they're smooth right here. So I did have a sander, hand sander, or I used a sanding pad, and I just rubbed it across to make sure it's smooth. Pull off this tape so the Shark Bite will get a pretty good grip. Like I said, I've already done a pre-run. All right, and so when you run the Shark Bite on, this goes down about 1 inch. So you push it in, you'll hear it snap, and when the Shark Bite doesn't come back out, it's not supposed to. All right, and snap it here, and then for the pipes. Oh, and also I used plumber's tape. You want to make sure you use that. You want to go in the direction. I use it on the coupling. So this is a coupling right here, PVC. I use it on there. They crank that's 3/4. I used a push fit and so it was actually wasn't 3/4, it was an inch to 3/4. Then 3 inch, 3/4, I should say, 3/4 sharp bite. Male threaded in, put tape on there also. Again, you want to spin it. You want to spin the tape in the direction that you're going to be tightening the unit. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tap these in, and I'm gonna crank them in, and I'll be right back. So I'm coming back to you. I had to actually run to the store. I was short. Didn't realize it. I guess things work out better in your head. I was short 2 pieces right here. Can't really see it, but it's going to be a booger to get out. But thankfully, I don't need to get it out. I have a PEX piece right there. Because my measurement was a little off. But I have a on switch here, or on off here. I'm gonna have to tomorrow get longer screws. I got a thick piece of oak, or pine. Actually, it might be pine. And I went through the wall, and they were barely long enough. So that's why you see so many screws. And I just wanted to make sure to hold the pressure until tomorrow, or the weight of the unit. And so basically, you have it coming in. I'm gonna circle the filter there, and I'm using, like I said, a carbon filter coming through here, going up. So that what happens here is the 1 inch, it's an on and off, to the 3/4 90, another 90 going vertical, coming over here to a 90, down to a 90, back into the wall. All right, to put this on, it gets pretty heavy. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it with one hand. But you have a little ring right here. You want to make sure you don't get it too tight to where it flattens, but they do sell pieces for it. So you see a black ring on top right here coming around. And it's about 9 rotations, maybe a little harder for me to do it and hold the camera. Maybe a little bit more than 9. But like I said, the unit by itself is pretty heavy. And I'm assuming the unit, this was $44 before tax, or 42, 43, something like that, before tax. And I'm assuming it was $10, $12 cheaper than the other one because it's not necessarily see-through. You do have a unit, or a little piece up here that tells you when to change it. It's a light that comes on. And then only thing you have to do is push it down. Not really the ideal location to put it, because you have to almost like unscrew it. So that's why you have to have this on and off. I've heard you can clean these filters out once or twice before buying new ones. They're $25, $24.99, $25.99, depending on where you go. Tractor Supply, I think it's $1 cheaper than Home Depot. And so we're going to test it. We're going to look for leaks. Some things also I messed up on. They're white pieces. They're for PEX. They're for high flow systems, or PEX units, and you put them in. And I mess around. I put these in correctly, and this side I put in incorrectly, and it kind of cost. Well, I don't say costing, but it was hard to get out. It's a little booger. I didn't have the correct sharp bite crimps to take them off, so I had to do it with a screwdriver and some needle nose pliers. But as you can see, like I say, it's like a closed loop system. A little off right here. I don't know if you can really tell how it's kind of sloping down. That's, like I said, that's my fault, but it should be okay. It's not really that bad, but the main thing, I just want to make sure it doesn't leak. Also, the unit comes with this. What you do, you match the grooves. You can turn it either direction to try to get it a little bit tighter. I don't want to get it too tight, and to take it off. I don't know if you can tell. Walking out here at night to cut the water back on to test it out to make sure there's no leaks. I have a water key because I work on my properties, and I've already been out here to cut it on, make sure everything at the meter's okay. So the meter ran just spun just a little because of, I think my wife is running the shower. Trying to get this unit on. There we go. Going back in to make sure it's not leaking. As you can see, I cut the hot water heater back on. Hear the water filling up, it's coming in through there. I'm looking for any leaks. Seems that was crimp right there. Seems like there's no leaks. Seems like it's a job well done.